Hi everyone, this is Samantha Bell, and let me tell you about how my husband and I became one. It's a long story, but it's cute. And did I tell you I married my high school sweetheart?
Keep your head up, just head up, keep moving, don't give up on you. Keep your head up, just head up, keep moving.
Okay, everyone, thank you for coming back. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into this basic makeup look as I tell you the story of how my husband and I became one. So it really wasn't it was one of those matches that everyone in my family and his family was like, what? Because if you didn't know, I married my high school sweetheart. And we have known each other for over 30 years. Over 35 years. I'm now about to turn 40 in like 2.5 months. I'm about to be 40. So, we started dating. Let me tell you the story. So it was 2001 and I was dating another guy. And the guy that I was dating, he was a year older than me. And he and I were supposed to go to the prom together. Because of financial circumstances, I paid for the prom. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to the prom. I'm a sophomore. I'm going to the senior prom. The guy that I was going to the prom with, he was tall, dark, and handsome, semi-popular, really good at basketball. He and I, he was from a different town. And at this point, I didn't want to date anyone from my town because I really felt as though I just couldn't see myself dating anyone from my town. I always went to another town, or if I did date someone from my town, it was short or it was secret, and so he was from another town, but we went to high school together. So we went to rival middle schools. And then at the time, the high schools, the way the county was, these middle schools became one high school. So we were dating. It was my sophomore year. And come to find out, oh boy was cheating on me. What? Could you believe that? Black men don't cheat. Anyway, so he was cheating on me. And I found out that he was telling somebody else that he was taking that person, to the girl that he was cheating on me with, to the prom. Now, I don't believe in fighting over a guy. I don't even think I fought over him. I fought him. I fought this dude. Mind you, this wasn't my money. This was my grandfather's money. And my grandfather was strict about certain things, like, over boys. You ain't fighting over no boy. You're not going to be spending money over no boy. I can't go home and tell my grandfather this boy was cheating on me. I just paid for the prom and whatnot. So I had to figure out a plan. I had to figure out a plan. And here's where the plan came. So I'm in church and I'm trying to listen, but I'm also in this dilemma because this happened on like maybe a Wednesday or a Thursday. It was in the middle of the week this happened. So I'm in church and I got to figure out and whatnot. My grandmother already told me, you better get a plan to get that money back or whatever. They weren't giving the money back. And I'm a sophomore. How do I get the guy to get my money back when he's already telling people he's taking somebody else to the prom on my funds? So I said, no, I'm going to go with somebody else. I went with someone else. I was thinking of who can I go with? I'm scanning the people in the church. I'm in church now. I'm looking at all the guys in the church. One guy, I kind of liked him, but he had a girlfriend at this time. So I was like, nope, I can't talk to him. This is me scanning. Oh, Starlin. That's my husband. My boy, that was him at the time. I smacked him upside of the head because, that's what girls do, the guys at church. If you've never been to a church with a predominant, like really big youth and all the youth sit in the back, like the teenagers sit in the back, goofy things are going to happen. That is what happened in my church. Goofy things always happen at my church. So I'm in church. I smack him in the head and here he is. He's like, whoa. I'm just clapping. I'm acting like I didn't do nothing. I said, because people turned around. I said, meet me at the church. Let me talk to you. So he met me at the church and I said, I need you to take me to the prom. He looked at me like, what? I said, I need you to take me to the prom. And this is after church. And he was like, oh, okay. I said, you don't have to do anything but get a tux and pick me up. He said, okay. Now, it went too smooth for me. That plan went way too smooth. I asked him if he could take me and whatnot. And I said, I don't understand how easy that went. Why did that go too easily? And I was still like contemplating the whole time, like, did that just really happen? And he was just too cool about it. Not like, he was just too cavalier about it. That's, yeah, the word I should say. He was too cavalier about it. So I was like, is he really taking me to the prom? Because now I'm getting my dress. I'm getting my hair done. I'm nervous. I'm going to, I got all these appointments. So I see him in school. I was like, are we really going to the prom? He's like, yes. I hurt my foot. I said, what you mean you hurt your foot? He was like, yeah, I hurt my foot farming. My husband is a farmer, right? Well, he was a farmer. His family farms. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, I really hurt my foot. I was like, are you trying to get out of going to the prom with me? Because if that's so, I can go find somebody else. He's like, no, that's not the case, Samantha. I really hurt my foot. So, whatever. I said, Starling, please don't do this to me. And he's like, no, I'm really serious. I really hurt my foot. I said, okay. Still don't trust him, right? But day of the prom, I got my dress. I'm like 100 pounds, maybe 110 pounds soaking wet. So I went and found a slip dress. And at that time, slip dresses were the rave, right? And this dress was like a pink. If I can find a picture, I'm gonna post a picture. And at this time, but I really hate my husband's tux. I really hate his suit. And I'm gonna post a picture of our wedding. About our prom picture. So he gets this tux and whatnot. He's like, I got the tux and everything. That's all I need to do, right? I was like, yeah, and pick me up because he had a car. And I'm nervous that he stood me up. So I called his house the day of the prom. I was like, hey, I called his mom. I said, is Starling on his way? Yes, he just left the house. I was like, oh, he's really, okay, this is real. So this story is really funny, y'all. So he picks me up to go to the prom. And we taking pictures. And I'm over here like, oh my goodness. We meet up with the other crew and we're having a really good time. And then he was like, you want to go in town to go get something to eat? Go to the next town over for the prom. That's what you do. You go out to eat after the prom. So I said, yeah, let's do that. I was so excited about that, right? And he over there, I was like, let's go to Applebee's. Was it Applebee's? Yeah, it was Applebee's or Chili's. I can't remember of the two. But I got a burger. And he was like, no, I'm good. Get a burger, eat your burger. And I am chomping. I can't eat, y'all. So, so I'm eating this burger. But let me tell you what my husband did for me the night of the prom. And I end up getting the burger, like I said, and a milkshake. He's sitting there, no, I'm good. I'm good. Come to find out, he just had enough money for the burger and the milkshake. Oh my God. I was like, did you? Later on, he told me that. And I said, are you serious? He said, yeah. And I'm going to let you eat. He's like, I really liked you. And it was just crazy that we went to the prom together. I said, oh my gosh. And I said, I didn't expect that, So here we are going, leaving the restaurant. I didn't know this. So I'm leaving the restaurant. And he said, you want to go out tomorrow? Okay. I'm missing a big part. The biggest part was we kissed. And we kissed in the car. And my husband at this time, he didn't have a big car. He had a Honda Prelude, a 1981 Honda Prelude, black, shiny as you can get shiny. This man, this is 2001. So he has a 20-year-old Honda Prelude. Yes, 20. And the car was beautiful. It was like prestige, everything. The way he fixed this car up. And he loved this baby. So but it was tiny. So we kissed. And when we started kissing, now this is the Honda Prelude. I was sitting on his lap. And look, I wouldn't say I was fresh, but at the same time, I know I shouldn't have been sitting on that boy's lap. kissing him, but I kissed him, right? And he was such a gentleman. He didn't even touch me. He was so nervous. He was so freaking nervous kissing me. And I can tell he was nervous. And we had made plans to go out the next day. So I forgot to tell y'all this part. I was dating somebody else too. Another dude from another town. God bless his soul. He is no longer with us. I forgot all about him at this part. I just realized I forgot this part. So I was dating another guy, and he basically was a bad boy. I couldn't take him to the prom. And at the same time, I honestly forgot about him. I forgot I was dating him. I'm pretty sure he was doing the same thing. He forgot he was dating me too. And so here we go. We're, the next day after the prom, we go to this carnival. And I forgot I was dating the guy. But I'm going out with my husband at this time. We're just friends at this time, at this moment. And he pops up. The other guy pops up. Here's why. Car or whatever. I don't know. So he had to pick up a part. Guess who walks out the car, the automobile place? It was AutoZone. Guess who walks out of AutoZone? The other boy. Excuse my stomach ground. He said, I knew you was going to the prom, but I didn't know you were going to spend all these days with him. He said, how many days you going to hang out with him? I said, honestly, I forgot all about him. I said, as many days as I can. He said, I said, let's call a spade a spade. We're not really together. What up? I said, that was the guy I was dating. And he said, you was dating somebody? I said, yeah, I forgot about it. And so we go to the carnival. And when we get to the carnival and whatnot, we decided to start dating. Now, here's the kicker. This is the story of how we started dating. This is the kicker. My sister and my husband's sister were best friends growing up. And our families, unbeknownst to us, were very close. So much so that at our wedding, no one sat right and left to us. They sat around us. Because people in his family that I consider as I didn't know was in his family, I consider as aunt and uncle. People were like, so y'all dating? And we were like, yeah. Okay. And it was very, it was different for my family because they were more like, you grew up with this dude all your life. Now you decided to date him. Always had a crush on him. This guy, my husband, would always take me home if I asked him. And when he was dating somebody else, it wasn't really like I was trying to intrude. It was not, every time he was dating somebody else or I was dating somebody, I just always stepped back. It was just never the timing, I guess. I don't know. Or we just didn't see each other that way until we got older. Now, we flirted. That we did. We flirted all the time. Very organic or weird. I would say weird how we started dating. But it was really cute too. And it was just me being grown, asking an upperclassman to take her to the prom. That was it. And so, I forgot I was doing makeup. I got to the point. Did y'all realize I stopped doing my makeup for a second to tell the story? Because I really like this story. And my husband and I have been inseparable since then. We broke up 1 or 2 times, but that's a story for another day because guess what? That is a good story. How we broke up. It was less than 24 hours. Oh, no. We broke up twice. Yes. So I got to tell you that story. This is my basic look. And look, when we first started dating, I wore no makeup. Because I was into sports, which I still am. If you follow me on any page, you'll find out that I just picked up a new sport. And I basically didn't know like what type of what a girly girl was all about. I didn't have any girly girls in my life. Never had a girly girl in my life. Now, my grandmother she wasn't girly girl. She was like a different type of woman. But she had like the staples in her I went kind of hard, but we'll fix it. She has staples in her wardrobe or whatnot, but she really wasn't the girly girl. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of stuff that I learned from just being in college, imitating other women, YouTube, and just mimicking what I wanted out of life until it became a part of my life. So with my husband, he sees me now, he's like, this isn't the same person. And he's not mad about it. He loves it that we first started. Because at home, there'd be days that I would just be sitting around the house and be like, he's like, you ain't gonna put no makeup on? No. He's like, good. I like you like this, you know? But he also likes the fact that when I do wear makeup, it's very, you know, demure. So we grew up together basically, and we transformed together. I've seen him transform into a different person, and we challenge one another and learn to grow and accept our changes and communicate better. Because we were young. We were very young when we first started dating. So we had to learn how to communicate differently. We had to learn how to, this side is better than that side. We had to learn how to communicate differently. We had to learn how to understand what we wanted from one another. And the person that he started dating at 15 isn't the person he got engaged to, isn't the person we went to college with, isn't the person that we moved to England the very first time or moved to Australia with the first time. Shoot, there be days I'm not the same person from last week. I may have said I wanted this, and the next week I don't even want it. So no, there are times when I know that we've grown and it's so different. But the one thing that we cherish is our friendship. And no matter what, we are each other's friend. And that is why that first time we went out to eat, I was eating like crazy. I ate that burger right there because I used to date other people, and I went on a date with another guy, and in that I never ate a burger in front of I never ate in front of a guy until my husband. Now you can't stop me from eating in front of somebody. That's when I knew he was special. Now I got another story, and this is for another day, when I knew my husband was the one to marry. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. And let's finish this look off. So being married to my husband and my high school sweetheart and my best friend has been wonderful. Yes, we have gone through our ups and downs and our trials and tribulations, and that's unheard of in any marriage if you haven't done that. But we are stronger than ever. We have moved around the world multiple times, and just the idea of growing old with him brings a smile to my face. And whenever we argue, whenever we're going through a spat, and whenever we are going through a difficult spell, I remember who I started dating, my best friend, or a good friend, the kid that I had a crush on but didn't want to tell nobody I had a crush on, and the individual I hit upside the head to say, take me to the prom. So a lot of the times I just remember that part. And just even sitting there, we chat about who we are and where we've been and how much we mean to one another. I am who I am because of him, and he is who he is because of me. And we don't take that lightly. In a world with all this chaos and you can barely trust anyone, I am glad that I can trust him and he can trust me. And to have been all over the world with him and seen the places that I've seen, 2 kids from a town with just one stoplight, him a farmer boy and me just a chick playing sports, not knowing what life was really like. We have come a long way, and we have so far to go. life is just starting for the two of us. And I know it's been 20 some years, but I plan on doing forever, and forever is long enough. Thank you for watching and listening to my story. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope this inspires someone. And yeah, again, thank you. Thank you for watching, and you have a good day. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will come back with my next story of how my husband and I broke up.